finish getting ready with me while we talk about why I started a YouTube account, and this is literally gonna be my first post. Hi, you guys. Also, Bondi Boost sent me like one of these thermal brushes, and I'm so excited about it because look how cute. I've never tried one of these, but it like gives you like a blowout. Okay, let's talk about why I started a YouTube account though, you guys. What led me to being here? Let's rewind. Start from the top. First of all, I'm having a quarter life crisis. Like, let's just actually start there because I feel like I am just like in this weird place. I'm in my late 20s, I'm 27, and I'm wondering what's gonna happen with my life. I'm feeling a little bit lost and confused. Love my career, but I'm like, is this the career for me? Like, should I like be having a family right now? Like, my mom was married at 21 and, you know, had 7 kids literally by 30. Okay, not by 30, but like she had 7 kids in 9 years. So I don't know. I think she started having kids though at like 25 or something like that. So she had 7 kids, like literally probably 4 by my age or something like that. Crazy. I'm not comparing my life to hers or anything, but like being in the social media world too, like I just compare my life to like a lot of other people's, and it's hard to not compare. So anyway, I just like made this YouTube account because I want it to be like a place where like, I don't know, like we come together and we're all just trying to figure this out, this freaking thing called life. And anyway, so here's how I got here. Also, PS, I was living in Newport Beach, California. I was having so much fun. But then I decided I wanted to save money and move back in with my parents back to Arizona in January. So it's been the best thing ever. It's been about 6 months now and it's been amazing. But I do also feel like that's something that like feels like is like, I don't know, when I say it out loud, it sounds silly. Like, oh my gosh, like I feel like I'm like a step behind. Like I should be moved out of my parents' house. Like made me feel weird. But like I was telling my parents, like I was like not really sure what I wanted to do with my life. And they were like, move back in, like take it slow, like come and enjoy life. Like let's chill for a little bit. So anyway, they invited me right back into their home, which is so funny because it sometimes makes me feel so weird. Okay, I'm obsessed with this. That just gave me like a blowout. And okay, this is a little bit about me and just the story on how I got here. Wow, my hair looks so good. You guys, sorry, can't get over this. So I grew up in Arizona, back in my roots, baby. So I grew up here, literally in this house. This wasn't my room before, but it's my room now. I grew up being a figure skater and a volleyball player. So I started figure skating when I was like in 6th or 7th grade, all the way up until I was a sophomore in high school, and it was so much fun. And then my sophomore year, I decided to full-time do volleyball because I really wanted to play club. Volleyball like saved my life. I feel like when I did club, I met 2 of my best friends. Also, I hated high school, so like meeting those 2 friends like literally saved my life. I feel like it just made me enjoy life more. I felt like a sense of belonging. And so I don't know if you're in high school watching this, you should consider like joining a club or joining a sport. And just try to meet new people. I know it's so much easier said than done, and I swear I have trauma from high school, but now that I've come out of my shell a little bit, it's been so much worth it. So anyway, I graduated high school. Love to smell good. And after high school, I got a scholarship to play volleyball at Utah Valley University. So I moved out to college right after I graduated high school, and I was really excited because I was like so done with high school. I missed my 2 best friends, but besides that, like they also moved to play volleyball too. And so I was ready to get out. So I went to college and I absolutely loved it, you guys. I like made a vow to myself that I would just break out of my shell a little bit more and just make a fun life. Like I just like wanted to enjoy my life. Like I was so scared not having those 2 friends, but being on the volleyball team helped so much, and I met some of my best friends there. And my first year was so much fun. It was like really, I got like a sense for like individualness, because I wasn't living with my parents. I used to drive like a beater truck. It was the best, honestly. It was like an F119 something, I don't know. Then right when I thought life was just all good in the hood, I decided to quit volleyball. It like wasn't working out for me because I wasn't getting along with the coaches, which was such a bummer. So I ended up quitting, and let me tell you, that was a crisis in itself. Not sure if that's a quarter life crisis because I was only 19 or 20 at the time, but we were basically there. So I didn't really know what to do. I was like too depressed and sad to go back to school, not playing on the volleyball team. So I just got a job at Orange Theory Fitness. And at Orange Theory Fitness, it's also crazy because I can look back now and see why everything happened. Even though still today I'm going through a midlife crisis or quarter life, whatever. I'm going through a crisis today on like direction in life. But back then when I was having that crisis, I started working at Orange Theory Fitness, and I thought I was just gonna be a fitness trainer for like the literal rest of my life. And in that time, I met one of the members at Orange Theory Fitness. Her name is Whitney Carson. And I owe my like social media life and journey to her because she was looking for a it was non-paid. I don't know why I added that though. She was looking for an intern to run her social media account. I was like, I'll take it. It was 6 months. I was gonna work for free, but I didn't care because I was like, I've always been interested in social media and like I kind of grew up in it. And she was like this massive influencer, you know, like I had never seen influencers like that, like in the public. She had like over 1 million followers, and just like, I was like, I just want to learn from her. So I took the internship. After the internship ended, I started working for her people that helped also manage her like activewear. And yeah, I just learned so much in those years, and I wasn't in school, but I felt good about dropping out because I was still learning and pushing myself to, I don't know, learn. And I was getting paid. So I didn't really want to pay for school when I was getting paid, okay? And then after that, I got my first big girl job. One of my like still to this day closest friends, she hired me. Her name is Anne. And I got that job like out of the blue. It was the craziest thing. She was like driving home from work one day, Anne, who hired me, and she sees her cousin and she's like, starts venting to her cousin, like, I just need help. Like, I need an assistant. I need help with like this social media stuff at Gibson Look. And her cousin was like, I know this girl that works for Whitney Carson. You should talk to her. And it was me. And then she like calls me like a week later, and I go through an interview process, like 2 or 3 interviews, and they hire me. I'm like, are you kidding me? My first big girl job. It was a paid internship at first, and then it turned into a salary. And I was like, oh my gosh, my first salary job. This feels so cool. Okay, and then after that, I'm gonna try to do my lips real quick. After that, I stayed there for, I think, 2 years, and I was just kind of ready for something new. And that's kind of about the time TikTok was kind of blowing up. That was through 2020, through COVID. And in 2021, I started a TikTok account talking about social media tips, and I started blowing up on there, and people started asking me to like work for them, like, or just do social media management and strategy for them. So I started freelancing. I quit Gibson Look. I started working for like all of these different clients, brands, influencers, etc., all the things. And that is where I met Victoria Garrick Brown. And she was Victoria Garrick at the time that I met her. And then she was married, and she was like, Serena, will you come to my wedding and TikTok my wedding? Like, I want like all of the things. It's my wedding day, right? But she didn't want to have to worry about it. So she wanted me to go. And that was the best thing ever because I TikToked her wedding, and then I TikToked about TikToking her wedding, and I went viral for that. And then it threw me into this wedding content creator career, which is so cool. And it's been so much fun. And from there, you guys, like I just started doing a ton of weddings. Like I was traveling every weekend. I did destination weddings. I went to Italy. I went to Greece. I went to Paris. Like it was the coolest thing ever. It was all last year. Up until this year, I still have like weddings. I literally have a wedding in a week and a half. I'm working, so I'm still doing that. And I'm still like part-time managing influencer social medias. But because I'm like in this kind of like weird stage of like traveling a lot for work and running social media accounts, I'm like, I would just love to like have a community of my own. Like, I feel like it's so much fun for influencers to like post things and relate to people like with, like, I don't know, it's just so much fun. Like relating with people, a big community online. It's just like, it's really rewarding. And I've seen like a lot of the reward from that, and just like not feeling alone in the journey. So I feel like right now, like I'm having like a midlife crisis. So if anyone can relate, throw a comment down, because I would love to relate with somebody on this. But I don't know, I just love the thought of sharing my life and all of my favorite things, and also sharing like the really hard times. Like I would love to dive into like getting through hard times in life. And I know I just shared like the legitimate highlight reel, like everything I just explained. Like I'm like, yeah, I would want that life too. And I wouldn't change my life for the world, but just know there are hard things that all came with it. Okay, let me get dressed. I'm going to dinner with a friend, and then I'll finish up the story. And thank you for being here. Okay, I'm wearing this cute shirt from Brandy. I am a Brandy stan. These are even their like boxer pants. But for dinner, I'm gonna put on these white fox jeans. Okay, so where was I? So I am like totally just trying to like build my life, you guys, and like find some direction in it. And I feel like it would just be amazing to like build a community like revolving around like navigating your 20s. I'm in my late 20s, but I wish I could like go back and tell myself early 20s like not to worry, because you'll worry later anyway. Like just enjoy where you're at. I don't know, I guess I just need to hear this advice for myself. Actually, I don't even know what I'm saying because I'm not even taking my own advice. I've just read a lot of comments on my Instagram and TikTok talking about how I just need to enjoy the time and like where I'm at. I feel like the social media world is so tough because you just compare yourself to so many people online. And when I was 21, I was living the college life, partying, having a blast, like not like actually crazy partying, but just like enjoying my life, like going out, meeting new people, like just truly like taking those moments in. And I didn't focus on my career at all. And I feel like that's freaked me out a lot now because I'm like, oh my gosh, I'm older and I see all of these like 20-year-olds with like full-time careers. And I'm like, what was I doing back then? But we're all meant to be where we're supposed to be. And I like truly believe that because now that I look back on my life, I can like see that. Long story short, I'm so grateful for where I'm at and for loving parents that let me back, welcomed me with open arms back into their home. And I don't pay rent. So it's the best thing ever. I'm saving so much money. I'm saving so much money that I just booked a trip to Paris. So there are so many pros with where you're at in your life. You just have to like look at it and paint a different picture. I'm totally rambling, but this is the whole reason I started a YouTube channel, is because I just want to relate to people. Like I'm like, oh my gosh, am I crazy for moving back in with my parents? Like I can afford living out of the house, but I don't want to. I want to save money because I want to buy a house one day, and the economy is insane. And so I'm like draining all of my money in rent. Okay, that's the end of my YouTube video rant because this is taking forever. I just got PR. Should we go through it? So also for like the first time ever, I feel like I'm like experiencing getting PR, which has been so much fun. I've grown a little bit on Instagram and I've grown obviously on TikTok a lot, but on Instagram I feel like is where like brands will see you. So it's been so much fun. I don't even know what this is. eBoost 7 Super Fuel. Let's open it really quickly. But this is the end of the YouTube video. Like I'm just excited to be here and chat with you guys and like build a community. I don't know. Does that make sense? It sounds like liquidy. What is this? Oh yeah, I forgot. I was they DM'd me. Oh my gosh, it's like okay. I think it's like, it's not energy drinks, it's like super fuel. Like it's like hydrating. Natural energy and vitamins. So it is energy, but it's natural. Okay, I'm so excited. They're like burning hot right now because I live in Arizona and they were sitting outside on the doorstep. But this is very exciting. Also, they came like packaged, like very neatly placed. I just took that thing out. So shout out to you, eBoost. Okay, I'll catch you guys later. I'm going to dinner with one of my friends from church, and then I'm probably gonna hang out with my boyfriend after that. Talk to you guys soon. Thanks for being here and coming, if anybody's here.